Okay, sorry if I, yeah, okay.
Say something so I can hear you.
Hey everybody, welcome. I'm hearing some great echoes. If y'all could stay muted, that would be fantastic. We are live streaming out on the web, so please stay muted. And Mark is re-entering. There's nothing like a little bit of technical problems right at the beginning. Always happens. So we are here with Israel, and welcome to the AltSpace news and updates. It's the 1st of June. Spring has sprung and blown away or flooded most of the northern part of the world, or it's cooking. I hear it's cooking over in the UK. And so we are cooking literally up in the north and being, saturated. And down in the south, winter is starting. So it's starting to get cold, which is probably a relief because it's a miserable, hot summer there. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I can't believe we're almost halfway through 2019. This is absolutely stunning. It's been amazing 6 months here in AltSpace. Now that's June. We've been on the air for 9 months. And Mark, our awesome producer, is fixing his little technical issues. And so I am the other host of this nut show. The news and updates show, and we're ready here to bring you the latest news of what's going on here in AltSpace. And we're streaming out live. Hope that's still out, and that will be on YouTube right after the show. Now, last week, Mark had some audio issues, and it just kicked up again. And so it's just a little bit of a wire thing. And he saved the day, and he re-recorded the event. So the news is up there from last week, and the link is on our Discord channel. So let me give you that link. It is right up here. You can get these are some of the most popular Discord groups, the ones associated with, not the most popular, but the ones associated with AltSpace, including the news and updates at discord.me, news updates. So you can check out last week's news is there. And we also have a link over in the lobby. So come join us. We encourage you to join us because we have news all week long on all the different virtual devices and the news that you can use in the industry, as well as in AltSpace. We've been reporting on the Quest. We're reporting on all kinds of different things that are going on. Now, Mark says he's trying to restart his PC, and I'm not sure if that's going to mean that he's restarting the stream, and we may have to start all this silliness over. The stream. No stream is good. Okay, so we'll figure that out. All right. So I love it. We have so many things going on behind the scenes. And Mark and I were just talking that in September, it'll be 1 year that he's been doing the news and updates, and we're going to have a special event. And we're going to show you some of the behind the scenes of how this all works. Trust me, this is harder than you think it is. And I feel like when I'm doing this, I'm flying a bloody airplane. There are so many things going on, and Mark has all of his tasks, so we're going to show you how this works coming up, maybe a little bit sooner than in September, but stay tuned for it. So I have 3 monitors up with all kinds of stuff going on. It's amazing. All right, so he's restarting his computer. He's going to be back in here, and please join our Discord group because we often report the news that's going on in AltSpace before anybody else knows what's going on. Plus, we do have the industry news and other updates, so check that out. Now, we've covered a lot of news about the AltSpace VR remodel over the last few weeks. Now we have some new definitive news that we're really excited to bring you. June 4th has now been set as the moment when AltSpace VR will be retiring the current non-performant avatars and body tracking. Avatars will be reduced to placeholder male and female humanoids and to robot designs until the deadline around August for Oculus compliance. Now, this is something we've been talking about for quite a while, and so it was going to be actually June 6th. Now it's set for June 4th. And so it looks, the team, they were originally talking about pushing that off for a couple weeks because of all the changes to add the other avatar, or the other robot avatar, but it looks like they're ahead of schedule. So who knows, this could be happening much faster than what we think it is happening. So we will be have the robot things until August, and the humanoids for the Oculus compliance. If you have a custom avatar, you will no longer be able to access it. Sorry about that. We've known for a month or so that that's coming. And body tracking will be retired as well to simplify the avatars and reduce their performance drain. That doesn't mean they're gone permanently. It just means that this will allow the developers to focus on the other programming and environmental changes to speed up performance across all the different platforms. So that's going to be a benefit for everyone. All the things they're doing, it's going to make things faster for mobile users, for tethered users, for 2D users. It's going to be great. So looking forward to all of that joy. So June 4th, be ready. Now, activities have already started to change in AltSpace, a little ahead of schedule, but some great new activities are going to be coming, and they're going to be refreshing some of the old ones to optimize them. And the same thing is happening with event spaces. I was just in an event space this morning that I have loved for several years, and I looked around and I thought, oh God, it's not optimized. I want to keep this one going, and so we'll see if they can keep these alive and not. But I had a memory, all the lovely memories of being in that space. I love it. So be ready for all the changes coming, but there's some new ones also coming, and they are really cool. So I'm very excited about that. Event hosts have now pretty much all been notified that the front row feature will be turned off for about 2 weeks in June or July for some much needed improvements, and I can't wait. The megaphone and the hand raising is supposed to still be available, so it won't be much different for most events. It's the larger ones that may have some challenges, but it should only be, they promised, around 2 weeks or so, but I think it's going to be some positive stuff going on there. Now, world building will continue as it has, with more emphasis on Unity-based designs and Unity-based kits. So, you know, gosh, there's some amazing stuff people are doing now. And remember, these changes are just temporary. It's just a remodel as they clean out the old proprietary code and embrace the newer, streamlined, performance-friendly code. Now, I just saw the announcement today that, or was it yesterday, that Windows 10, they have a whole new operating system coming, and they're doing the same thing. They're wiping out all the old proprietary that's been handed forward over and over, you know, passed on for decades, cleaning things out. They want to be more modular, more flexible, and that's what AltSpace is trying to do. So, hey, it's nice to clean house once in a while. So their goals and ours is for a more stable, user-friendly, welcoming social experience and an environment with high performance features, as well as being inclusive and accommodating as many VR devices as possible. And that's what AltSpace is all about, is inclusivity. I love that word. How many people out there using Quest? Who has a Quest right now? Come on, Donna. I know you do. Some hearts for some Quest. I see. Oh, really? You got one too. Oh, Fabulous and Martin, Wonko. You guys got. Look at all that Quest users. Hey, Tammy. Fabulous. I love it. You guys got 2 hands. Show your hands, man. Show your hands. Yes, a friend of mine had it, and they went, I got a hand. All right, so it's better than having one hand. I love it. I love it. I love it. So the Quest is out, and it is in your hands right now. And many are exploring it, obviously. Now, Keegan, the program owner for AltSpace, has stated at Mingle and Chill a couple weeks ago that sideloading Quest is acceptable, so you guys are okay. And we've shared a video in the news and updates to show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. Donna did it. If Donna can do it, anybody can do it. We've also shared some news on our Discord group about how you can sign into your Quest account and bypass those Facebook logins, so check that out. And we have a link to our group over there in the lobby, so make sure you check it out, and we'll be putting it up on our slides over and over again to get you going. All right, now AltSpace is hiring more people. We love that they're bringing new developers in, software engineers, and they also have a great bounty program that's going on. So if you're where they'll pay you for improving AltSpace. So if you're a programmer, check out what's going on with the SDK and the MRE meetups and their Discord channels for more information, which we have over on the wall, to help us improve AltSpace together, because that's what makes AltSpace so unique, is we get to contribute. We build this community. We build this world. Oh, there I go again. I love AltSpace. So now for some world building news. So world builders, please remember, you need to not only hit the featured button, but before you hit that featured button, it would really behoove you, I love that word, it would really behoove you to post a link to your new world in the sharing section of the channel in the World Building Discord. Because that will let the other world builders know that you have it, and they will then come in and help you test your world. I just got a notice from somebody just a few minutes ago who said that she was so thankful she did that because people came in and helped save her from making people using Quest and Go and stuff to crash with just a few little modifications. So that's what we're here. We're here for collaboration, team building. So let people know in the Discord channel for world building, and then they'll help you out, and then you can get it featured. And it kind of gets featured a little bit faster if you mention it there in the world building on the share. All right, we love our world builders, and we love the meetups that now AltSpace is offering, and along with community members. So every week, AltSpace VR features meetups for world builders at every level. On Tuesday, it's basic world building, followed by, which is an introduction, followed by the more advanced world building meetup. And then for advanced beginner to intermediate, then we have the SDK meetups that are do 2 for the North America as well as for Europe. Timing that covers the programming aspects of world building and the new MRE. And I found, Unity is much easier to use than you can imagine. So take advantage of that. And it's, learn how it works. It's not that hard. You'll love it. So if you need help, you want to get into world building, please go to help.altvr.com and developer.altvr.com. And they'll give you all the information and help that you need. And, we help each other in the Discord channels. So we love it. All right. We have the most amazing world builders here that are doing such creative stuff. I love it. So now we're talking about some of the highlights. Now there's a couple new worlds that are out. Kind of missed our show line, so we'll be at him next week. But some of the new ones. Prime Acres by Mr. Prime. Wow, I felt like I'd gone back to my childhood farm. It was awesome. He's built another amazing world, very peaceful. It's the tribute to the American farm with a wonderful pastoral scene, complete with rolled bales of hay. Oh, I love that. Grain silos, a spinning windmill next to the big red barn, some horses and cows. And it's not the old traditional. It's got some trucks, as my dad used to call it, trucks. And but honestly, if you're into world building, just go there to see how he's done the clouds. The skybox is awesome. So it's very simple and subtle. So go check that out. Our buddy Henry from the Rooftop Crew has been working since the very beginning of world building Star Trek scenes, Star Trek worlds. He's got the shuttle bay is now open and ready to go. So do check that out. And there are teleporters to many of his other Star Trek worlds all over. It's just awesome. I just love it. I feel like I'm living the world. I'm living it. I got to get my badge out, my little communicator badge.
Did you cook?
Mark.
Okay.
I melted down. I melted down. So let me finish this, and then we can start us out with the events here in just a second. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay, Mark's back. We missed Mark. Love it. Yay, our hero, the great producer of the news at Alice. All right, let me finish this. I can brag about you forever. All right, so Star Trek. Now, Micah J has some of the most fanciful, awesome worlds here in AltSpace, and he's now created a hub that he's calling the Interdimensional Hub. But watch out, he's got a giant, wormy, black holy something. I'm not sure what it is, but it is awesome. And it's rotating out there in space, so don't get too close. You'll get sucked in along with the other alien ships. Recreated scorching heat in the desert of Australia, and right in the heart of Australia. It's a great, amazing campsite that has the skull of a bull, and there's insects flying around that annoy you, and the sounds are fabulous. So check that out. And it's kind of like being there. I was starting to sweat while I was sitting there. I love it. So again, anybody can build their own world. Let's see your creativity unleashed. And you just attend a world building meetup. Check help.altvr.com for more information, or head to developer.altvr and get on those Discord groups. Mark, are you ready? We're so glad to have you back.
I hope so.
Yay!
Okay, so events. AltSpace VR hosts about 100 events weekly right here, with most of them community generated, created and hosted by people just like you. AltSpace is looking for hobbyists eager to share their passion and skills with others of like minds. If you knit, do woodworking, remodel cars, cook, whatever it is, we want you to create a meetup group to keep the passions alive and find your own community. Check out the weekly Create an event hosted by SmithTech, one of the great leaders of the events team here in Ultraspace VR, to learn more about how you can create your own event.
Yay. Well, this week was the stunning, absolutely incredible Augmented World Expo, AWE, in California. Now, this was their 10th year anniversary. And it brought together CEOs, CTOs, CFOs, all the O's, designers, developers, creative agencies, founders, and massive investors, analysts, futurists, and virtual reality experts from all over the world came in to connect, network, and build relations and learn from each other. The PR team for AltSpace VR, Andy Fidel, she put together the most amazing track that kind of sideloaded along it called Core, and it had fantastic speakers from VR, AR, and XR industry leaders that were sharing their insights, their expertise, their vision for the future, some amazing researchers. The diversity event just really literally kept me in awe, and I don't mean that in pun. It was stunning. They covered virtual and augmented education, technology, diversity, psychotherapy, science, healthcare, medicine, neuroscience. There's even there's technology where they have wearable tech that can sense your emotional state and create a virtual reality world based on the emotional state that's what it's tracking and measuring. It's just insane. So thanks seriously to Chuck Webster of Health Systems Chat, the Rooftop crew, Mika's Open Mic Night, and the LGBTQ plus meetup for hosting some fantastic social networking events and bringing together so many people that were there in attendance live at AWE and people from all over the world that were not there in San Francisco, in California, to come and meet and talk about what's going on. And I loved it. I presented 2 different events and then it got sucked into a few more. But it was amazing, absolutely stunning. And so I'm so thrilled, and the events are going to keep going on. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. What else is going on, Mark?
Yes, so coming up this week are some of your favourites and some of other great events. At the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference with a virtual chat for Apple fans and developers from around the world. Also, some events that had technical issues may be returning here to Ultraspace and other virtual spaces in the next week or so. So keep an eye on the calendar for announcements that are well worth attending. The Creative Writing Meetup on Monday features a great writing workshop to help you improve your creative writing, be it poetry, fiction, non-fiction, memoir, and essay writing.
We cover it all. Evolve VR made their Mindfulness Monday event a regular feature now. If you haven't done it, you got to check it out, because you never know what's going to happen as this group meditates, takes a mental pause in the crazy of our life. And, we really, really love what they're doing. And a couple of weeks ago, they meditated while flying. And all the people were doing it said literally that was a trip. So due to popular demand, an additional event has been added on Wednesdays where they're having the German language meditation event with Daniel Dybowski Bryant. And they're also adding new meditation and yoga events. So check out the calendar for your time zone. And they're wonderful. And they also need moderators. They need regular and consistent moderators. So please, if you love helping out in that way, please come join them. And they need the help. Randall Kleiser, he's the director of the movies Grease, The Blue Lagoon, and Flight of the Navigator. Some of my favorites. He's going to be here in Altspace in the How to Create VR event on Tuesday. This is a great opportunity to talk to this famous award-winning director about his past work and his new modern works to create a fully volumetric video version of Grease's You're the One That I Want, hoo, 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 baby, in partnership with Intel and Paramount Pictures. You're all going to be singing that song. I just know it. You're the one that I want. All right, and a 12-part narrative VR series called Defrost. There are currently over 100 people, I think last time I checked, that are RSVP'd for that event. So get there early to get a good seat. And that's on Tuesday. AltSpace is also hosting a fascinating event. And I'll see if I can try to explain this with Jesse Diamani called Sci-Fi. And it's featuring, I believe it's Jaime or Jamie, I think it's Jaime Bencia. And he's the supervising producer of Sci-Fi's newest VR, AR experience called 1111. Have you guys heard about this? And it'll also feature the creator and producer, Michael Salmon. This is a part of a three-day free giveaway event series, and attendance automatically enters you into a drawing to win a free download code of 1111, and 6 codes are going to be given away at each event, so you got to be there. And so what is this 1111 thing? So there's 11 minutes and 11 seconds left before all life is extinguished on the island planet of Carios Linea. You follow the adventures of 6 main characters as they fight for survival and access to the transport ship that will launch just before the clock hits 0 in 11 minutes and 11 seconds, rescuing only those who can safely get on board. It sounds amazing, so make sure you get a seat before it pulls up. And Mark?
Oh, me. Okay. So, Educators in VR is Thursday and features Amanda Fox, creative director of Steampunks, an author and speaker specializing in immersive technology and education. She will be speaking on augmenting education, incorporating augmented reality into the classroom, a disruptive native of virtual reality. She is considered an educational pioneer and author of Teaching Land, a teacher's guide to the classroom apocalypse. She's won numerous awards for innovative initiatives in enhancing student learning with technology, and we're thrilled to have her talk to us on Thursday at Educators in VR. Laurel will be bringing the great Sophie Tucker to the Blast from the Past event on Thursday. Sophie Tucker came out of vaudeville and Yiddish theatre to become the Beyonce of her day. She pushed the envelope to make it acceptable for a woman to be a power and sexy, and loved walking in a fine line between acceptable and outrageous. She called herself one of the last of the red hot mamas.
Yeah!
and if you are a fan of Bette Midler, you will recognise the Sophie Tucker jokes that Midler keeps alive in her shows, celebrating one of the groundbreaking artists performing on stage for over 50 years, almost without stopping. Join us Thursday to celebrate Sophie Tucker.
Yeah. Friday
is the VR Book Club, bringing together readers from around the world, hosted by the VR AR Association's Arbiter Canada chapter. The book, The History of the Future, Oculus, Facebook, and the Revolution That Swept Virtual Reality by Blake J. Harris, which will be discussed. There are 3 meeting dates, and this is the second one. The last one will be June 7th. Don't forget that the VR talk is rocking on Tuesday, bringing you the latest news in games and devices with the Quest versus the PlayStation this week. Gecko is having great fun with this, so check it out. And lastly, if you want your event to be mentioned on the news and updates, then go to our Discord and let us know in the Share Your Event in News channel.
Yay! I'm so glad to have you back, Mark. Love it. I love it.
It's good to be back.
Yeah. So Mark and I have been talking about the issue that's been, and a lot of people associated with the avatars. And I just want to share during AWE, I presented 2 events in 2 different social environments and attended several others. And in Rumi, which is an educational virtual software app, we became talking heads, just a chest, neck, and their head. And all the customization was just down to you could only control your face, your nose, and it was amazing how detailed that customization was. We could control the width of the nose, the length, and all these things. And no body and no legs. You were just a floating head. And it had wonderful, wonderful facial details. And it was a very, very funky experience. And so it was amazing. So hang on just a second. We've got a little annoyance here. And thought I did. Good. Got him? All right. So
I got it.
You got him. Good. It's an art fight to get him while presenting. This is talent, man. Okay. So so that was fascinating. Room was fascinating. And we were floating heads. Great facial details, though. That was amazing. In Mozilla Hubs, we were talking and walking, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, tin can robots. It was awesome. It was adorable. Everybody looked basically the same. You just had different colors. But what was amazing is when you spoke, your head would enlarge and then shrink back. And so a whole group of us got together and we went, oh, and our heads just got really, really, really big. And then it shrunk back. It was great. You could tell who was speaking. And that was fantastic. I loved that. But it was very, very, very funny to see. And we loved it. And so it was very innovative. But there was something that happened when my business partner, Dan, and I arrived back in AltSpace. We were getting ready for an event. He went, oh God, it feels so good to be back. Oh God, I feel like I'm in my skin. I'm comfortable. It felt familiar. It felt safe. It was really lovely. And it was fascinating to feel that energy change and gift of comfort and safety. So, I know they're working on the avatars, but it was really a fascinating experience. And are you ready for the avatars to change and your glow to go away, Mark?
No.
Nope. I don't miss your glow.
Yeah, I'm going to miss it, but goodbye.
Hey, Mark, you have a few more days to play with yourself. I mean, to honor your avatars.
Hey, don't. We're live here, Don't stop saying
I know. I'm
like
being
that.
good. I'm being good. So I hope you all are going to be okay. The avatar thing I know is really a tough thing, but you could be a tin can. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there we go. So
Yay.
that's all for this week's news and updates. If you enjoyed the AltSpace news and updates, subscribe to our event through the channels tab on the website. Join us on Discord and YouTube. And please tell a friend and share our Discord and YouTube channels so others can keep up with news in and around AltSpace. Thanks to all our news and update volunteers and moderators that help make this event such a success. If you would like to volunteer to help us out, we would love it. See us after the show. We'll do this for our AltSpace community to help you stay informed and up to date on what's happening here in our community.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
and see you next week.
Yay! All right. Thank you. Some questions. Mark is getting the video ready. So thank you, everybody. Kudos to you. All right. So, anybody have any questions?